Welcome back to the Crypto World channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now the price of Ethereum is finding resistance along this exact 50-day EMA as expected. I've been talking about this point of resistance for quite some time now on the channel, and in just a moment I'll be talking about the potential scenario of if we could break above this level just here, where are the next Ethereum price targets and what would my Ethereum strategy be. And also in this video I will go over where I will be targeting for Ethereum if we see another rejection from this point. Ethereum is seriously in a deciding moment right now, so it's important to pay attention to this video all the way to the end so that you're not missing out on any of this valuable information. And if that sounds good to you, just before we jump into it, make sure to leave a like on the video down below, and if you're new to the channel, you might as well subscribe with notifications turned on for more updates just like this every single day. But anyway, with all of that out of the way, let's get straight to what this video is about. So right here, we're on the Ethereum to US dollar chart here on the 4-hour time frame. And yeah, once again, quickly recapping my last few Ethereum videos, the subscribers on this channel would already know that all the way back around here, I was saying that it's very likely that in the short term, Ethereum is going to enter some sort of sideways consolidation range in between the 21-week simple moving average and the 50-day exponential moving average. And right now, the 21-week EMA is coming in at pretty much exactly $2,800 and the 50-day exponential moving average is coming in at roughly around 3,160. Now, obviously, over the last 1 week, we have dipped slightly below the 21-week SMA a couple times here, but it's held pretty well as support for Ethereum. But I'm actually more impressed with the 50-day exponential moving average with how accurate it has been. Because first of all, previously on the chart, this was perfect support for Ethereum. And then the moment we broke below the 50-day EMA, that turned into perfect resistance, as you can see just here. And also we are once again finding resistance along this same 50-day EMA. Now, if Ethereum sees another rejection from around 3.2K and starts heading back to the downside, then immediately I would expect some support coming in at the 21-week simple moving average, which is right now, once again, at around 2.8K. But if we start breaking below these previous lows just here, which by the way, the bottom of this week low is at around 2,650. If we get below that into a new lower low, then in the worst case scenario here, the next lowest price target would be coming in all the way down here towards around 2.3K. And that's simply because that's the technical price target out of this previous head and shoulders pattern. And also we've got a lot of traded volume coming in at around that sort of level just there. And on top of that, when you're zooming all the way out, you can clearly see that this range was actually huge amounts of resistance in the past for Ethereum. And also all the way back in June, this acted as strong support. So obviously Ethereum is not guaranteed to actually go that low. That's just simply the bearish price target if we break these initial support levels first. And just before I jump into the price target to the upside, another thing interesting here is the VPVR indicator. Across all of this visible range right now, the most traded volume is coming in at pretty much the same resistance level at around 3,150, give or take. And all of this traded volume here for Ethereum, which is acting as resistance, is actually starting to drop off at around 3.3K. So if Ethereum starts breaking above 3.3K, then in that case, we actually don't have a lot of traded volume above that level, which means above 3.3K, there's actually not too much major resistance for Ethereum compared to what we're experiencing right now. And something else to note here on the 4-hour chart is, of course, the RSI is actually heading to the upside, and also the MACD as well is starting to head to the upside again. So at the moment, technically speaking, this is giving us a very weak bearish divergence because we're seeing horizontal highs in the Ethereum chart at the time of filming this video, but we're seeing higher highs in the RSI. So basically, if Ethereum cannot get above 3.2K and actually confirms this as a short-term top, then once again, that just means that we're forming a weak bearish divergence, which basically means we're in for a little bit more bearish price action, but that can also mean somewhat sideways consolidation. It doesn't necessarily mean a crash to the downside or anything, so keep that in mind. The best description for a weak bearish divergence is basically the bulls losing momentum a little bit and the bears regaining control. But as I just said, this bearish divergence is only confirmed if we actually get a little bit of a rejection here and confirm this as resistance now. And now jumping into some price targets here for Ethereum, if we can actually break this resistance point, because this is seriously a deciding moment, as I said in the intro of the video, because obviously if we're breaking out to the upside here to create a higher high here on the 4-hour chart, then that would invalidate this potential bearish divergence. And on top of that, as you can see here, we've clearly formed a W pattern on the Ethereum 4-hour chart, which technically speaking is a short-term bullish pattern, but only if we break the neckline right here, coming in at close to 3.2K. And the last time we saw a W pattern similar to this was all the way back here just a couple weeks ago. As you can see, we formed a nice W pattern that broke the neckline just here, and then we obviously had just a small move to the upside. But in that case back here, we did not actually meet the technical price target. Just measuring out the technical price target for this move back then, around 2 weeks ago, the technical price target for Ethereum was coming in at around 3,760 approximately, but we only came up towards around 3,670. So around $90 short of the technical price target, or around 2.5%. So what resistance did Ethereum stop out the last time that we actually saw this? Well, bringing out the Fibonacci retracement tool from the high at around 4,000 down to this low at around 3,000 US dollars, we perfectly ran into the golden pocket, as you can see here. And the fact that we could not break above the golden pocket, which by the way is the most important Fibonacci level on the chart, the fact that we could not get above that level, that set up Ethereum for much more bearish price action to come because of how significant this golden pocket is. And of course, if you were on the channel back then, I was warning you guys of that golden pocket, saying that if we cannot get above that exact level, we're going to have some more bearish price action come into play. So one strategy that I've been using that's been proving to be pretty profitable here in the short term is simply placing a small short position at the golden pocket here with a stop loss just above in case we actually do see a breakout. So what does all of that mean for Ethereum right now? Well, if we do end up seeing a breakout above this resistance level, then the technical price target for Ethereum is coming in at roughly around 3.6K. So from the point of the breakout here to the technical price target, that is a potential move of around 15% to the upside. So on a 10x leverage, that's 150% gain. But as well, you've got to keep in mind the golden pocket, as always, bringing out the Fibonacci retracement tool from this high at around 3,680 down to this wick low at around 2,650. We've actually got the golden pocket coming in at around 3.3K if you're looking from this high to this low. But if you're looking from the $4,000 high, obviously that changes the golden pocket a little bit. It brings it up towards around 3,500 US dollars. And by the way, these price targets out of the W patterns I took from the bottom of these wick lows. But instead, if I'm actually replacing that price target with a new price target taken from the bottom of the candle bodies, as you can see here, that's actually more accurate, at least as far as what we saw last time around. And once again, when you're bringing out the Fibonacci levels, that came straight into the golden pocket pretty much. So instead of using this price target just here, if we're actually using the price target from the candle bodies, like what we saw last time, proved to be a little bit more accurate, then this time around, the technical price target could be coming in at around 3.5K, which is once again where the golden pocket is coming in if you're drawing it out from the $4,000 high down to this low at around 2,650. So this is where I will be targeting next for Ethereum if we can see a strong break above this immediate resistance level, which by the way is also the 38.2% Fibonacci level, this green line just here, which has previously been support for Ethereum and has now been acting as resistance. So this right now is setting up a couple different trades depending on what we're actually doing, because once again, we're in a deciding moment here for Ethereum. So if we see a bit more of a rejection here, then I would consider myself to at least enter a small short position down towards these previous lows here as the initial take profit. And then if we do see a strong breakout to the upside here with confirmation, then I would potentially enter a small long position here towards these higher price targets at around 3,500. But obviously that's not financial advice. That's just my Ethereum strategy and what I'm seeing on the charts at the moment. I don't actually recommend leverage trading for the complete beginners out there. That should be left for those of you that have a little bit more experience in these markets. But if you do want to give trading a go, I actually have a link to two of the top platforms that I use myself to trade Bitcoin and Ethereum, and I'll have those links in the description down below alongside a video that I'll have near the top of the description that shows you exactly how I trade, how I open trades, how I close trades, set take profits, set stop losses, all of that sort of stuff. Once again, you'll find in that video that I have here on the channel that I'll link in the description down below. And also, if you want to get extra real-time updates throughout the day on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and some other altcoins out there as well, definitely make sure you're following me over on my Twitter, because once again, on my my Twitter. I give you guys all of these extra updates. And obviously it's all completely for free, and you'll find a link to my Twitter in the description down below. But keep in mind, there's actually some scammers over on Twitter trying to copy my profile. So this right here is my only real profile, the one with around 28,000 followers, and it's the only one that's linked in the description down below. Any other account that looks kind of like it's mine, but it's not this one exactly, then it's simply a scammer account. And please make sure you're blocking those scammer accounts, and also make sure you're reporting those accounts as well. And this also goes for the YouTube comment section. I actually delete over 100 to 200 comments per day because they're simply scam comments. So if you see any comments down below with a phone number or an email or Telegram or WhatsApp, anything like that, that is a scammer. I'll never ask for your crypto. I'll never trade your crypto for you. If you get anything like that, it's a scam. So just please be careful of the scams out there, because unfortunately there is a lot of them. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like down below. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe with notifications turned on for more videos just like this. I really do appreciate all of the support on the channel at the moment. I can't thank you guys enough. But anyway, that's really everything I have to say for this video. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.